All right, we're joined by North Dakota head coach Brad Berry, junior forward Jake Schmaltz, and fifth-year defenseman Keaton Pehrson. As we did with the first press conference, we'll have Coach make an opening statement, then we'll have questions for the players, let them go, and then we'll have questions for Coach. Coach, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to thank St. Paul and the XL Energy Center, Minnesota Wild for hosting us here. Wish Omaha the best of luck and the rest of the teams in the NCAA tournament that's coming up next weekend. We'll be there as well.
Thanks, Coach. With that, we'll open up for questions for Jake and Keaton. Brad?
Schmaltz, Grand Forks Herald. Keaton, defensively, what were some things that you guys need to do better next week and then tonight?
Yeah, just working together as a five-man unit to break the puck out, five guys in front of the net, and then sort from there just to be better defensively. You know, it's a team game, can't do it by ourselves, so just working together better.
Jake, what were some of the challenges that Omaha gave you guys both, you know, even into the regular season and tonight?
Yeah, I mean, give them credit. They play hard, and if you don't play a hard game and you kind of make soft plays, that's something that can happen. But we're going to learn from it, and we're going to come out with a fire next weekend. We're going to be ready.
Keaton, how do you guys reset after this week and get ready for another weekend?
Yeah, you know, we'll have to take a look at the video and, you know, clean up some areas, but, you know, we got to put it behind us, and we got an extra life here, and we're going to the national tournament. 4 games ahead of us, and we got to get our swagger back and play with that juice and energy we have.
Jake, you may have been following when Nick was on the team. This is kind of the same thing that happened with the 2016 team. Did he mention to you at any time about how they were able to reset after a tough Frozen Faceoff weekend and get ready for the national tournament?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly didn't follow it too closely, just them, but I know, like, they were a really mentally strong team, and obviously they were able to reset and make a run, and that's what we're hoping to do too.
Other questions for the players? All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Jake. Thanks, Keaton. All right. Questions for Coach Berry?
Brad, what things do you want to see better defensively than tonight?
Yeah, well, I think Keaton hit it on the head about 5 guys playing together. I think, you know, when one guy was going back for a puck, he didn't have enough support sometimes, and then obviously if there's a turnover, you have to have a second man quick in there to make sure there's another layer, and that's a big thing. I thought first period we got the lead. That's what we wanted right away early in the game, and I thought our puck management going through the middle of the rink was questionable, and then which led to they got a power play and they scored right away to answer, and that's a big deal. You know, we didn't have an opportunity to go up 2 goals because of that power play goal that we gave up, but I thought our puck management wasn't as sharp in the first period.
Are there any things in common with today than other Frozen Faceoff semifinal games, or is this completely separate from those?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, at the end of the day, you're coming down here. There's 4 very good teams, all hungry to try to win this cup and keep momentum going into the NCAA tournament here. And for us, you know, we've had a little bit of adversity over the last couple of months, and we've always seemed to respond from it. And that's what it's going to have to take. We're going to have to get back on that bus tonight, go back home, and know that we have another life yet, and we are not done. And at the end of the day, these guys care. They absolutely care about each other, and they've worked so hard to get to this point. And I think it's one of those things that we're going to have to play a little bit tighter together defensively, which will allow us to play in the other team's end and make sure it gives us a chance. And yeah, at the end of the day, we're going to be getting after it here next weekend wherever we go.
How'd you guys land on Hobie as the starter tonight?
Well, I mean, there's a number of things going into it. Ludwig just coming back from his situation, and you know he missed the first day or 2 of practice, and then he got in towards the midweek of practice, and he's starting to look good here. And you know, and Hobie was just coming off of a sweep of Miami, playing very well. And you know, at North Dakota here, there's a lot of things that go on. You know, whether you're a grad or whether you're a senior or whether you're a freshman, it's you know, you get opportunity if you earn it. Hobie earned it. And I thought he played well early in the game, and he made some huge saves for us here. So Hobie wasn't the problem tonight. It was us not playing well in front of him.
The track of him practicing more and more, Ludwig, does that bode well for next weekend?
Yeah, it certainly does. You know, at the end of the day, you know, situation where now, you know, I think if we would've won the game tonight, there probably would've been an opportunity for maybe Ludwig to go back in tomorrow, or have the, you know, at least think about it. But at the end of the day, right now, the most important thing is making sure that we get back and we start together playing as a team again, like we did a couple weeks ago here. And like I said, I know it's disappointing right now, but again, like I said, we've come too far to hang our heads. We got to make sure that we got to be positive, and we got to work on the things and be accountable to each other, and work on the things that we need to have a chance to win in the national tournament. There's a lot of really good teams there fighting for the national championship, and you know, the good thing is we've been there before. Not these players haven't, but we've been here before, our staff, and again, we're going to make sure that we press the right buttons and do the right things this week to give us a chance to win next week.
What did this 2016 team do to bounce back after a tough Frozen Faceoff?
Well, you know what, I think these guys alluded to the word swagger. I think there was a lot of swagger there, and you know, I think at the end of the day, in order to win, your best players have to be your best players. And I'll tell you what, like, these guys care. And I believe there's guys in the locker room tonight that said, you know what, that probably wasn't my best. I need to bring my best. And I'll go back to 2016 when we had Kajula, Besser, and Schmaltz. And we've got really good players like that in our locker room. When it was crunch time and we were playing in the national semifinal game against Denver and in the championship game against Quinnipiac, those guys looked at each other and said, you know what, jump on my back. We're going. We're going to take this thing and we're going to go. And I think that's the swagger, and I think that's what we need is, hey, come follow me. It's our time. It's my time to lead here right now, and we have that in our locker room.
You made a lot of line changes in the third period. What were you hoping to see out of that?
Well, again, you know, been doing this long enough. You know, when all cylinders aren't going, you want the ones that are going and put them together. And I thought Hunter Johannes was going, and you know, we put him on a line with Blake and McLaughlin, and they scored a goal at the end of the second period. I thought they were really good in the third period. And you want guys to have a chance and an opportunity. If they're bringing their A game, hey, you're going to play. And that's the beauty of North Dakota hockey, is you bring it, you're going to play.
You touched on it briefly, but how tough is it when you guys finally get momentum and Omaha has a response? I think 3 of your goals.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We were grinding, and guys were working, and we got it to 1 goal a couple times, and then they made it a 2-goal game, and that's tough. Like, you didn't give us an opportunity to get the tying goal, and in a situation like that, you're chasing again, and you're getting away from your game plan of pinching and, you know, making some high-risk plays to try to, you know, keep plays alive in the offensive zone. And, you know, like I said, we had a 1-0 lead. We didn't do a good job of puck management. We didn't do a job of finishing a kill on their power play. We did a good job early. 10 seconds left, that can't happen. We need the full kill in order for us to get going again. And those are little things in the game that turn into big things. And we need to make sure that everybody's going. And next weekend, we're going to make sure that happens.
Any other questions for Coach? All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.